Well, obviously really proud of our guys. I thought they really battled, and it was a typical game that we have with Oregon, a typical game that I think Dana and I have over our careers. They're just always hard fought, and the flow of the games come and go. Different teams make different runs, and I just thought we handled it. We had major foul trouble with Aaron. You know, it was very eerie, scary to game one in that we played the first half without Aaron. And we built an 11-point lead and had to take him out with 4 fouls with about 11 minutes to go. So he did a tremendous job playing about the last 7 minutes with 4 fouls. And he's just a special player. He makes play after play. Tom, for his entire career, has just given you so much consistency. And, again, tonight, 14-4, has 4 assists, couple blocks. I thought Prince came off and really gave us a big lift off our bench that was much needed. And Chris, I thought Wilkes did some really good things with his length. I thought he was really good in a lot of ways. So just a good, gritty win. And we separate ourselves by a couple games now from another team, so that's good.
How much does it mean to you to get Tom this win, last home game here?
Well, it's not just Tom. It's 4 seniors and Tom, Gigi, Alec and Ike. I'd love to get them in the game and just, the importance of this. And it was never – the game was so tight and so close, I wasn't able to do that. And I didn't want to – I haven't really been in the rotation, so I didn't want to mess that up with the guys. But they got to be ready because both those guys practice so hard and they get the guys ready to play. So all 4 of those guys. And then I got 3 special managers that just do everything behind the scenes to help our guys in Nick and Sam and Joe, and then Cavion with our student training. Those are 8 special guys. So you want that for all those guys that are playing their last game in Pauley.
In his 2 games before this, Chris Wilkes was 2 for his last 11 from 3. Tonight, 5 for 9. What do you think was the difference there? Was he getting better shots? Was he in more of a flow?
No, I don't know. I think he shot the 3 ball for his freshman year pretty good. I think he's done. He has 19 again tonight, so he's averaging. I don't know what he's averaging, for somewhere between 13 and 15 points as a freshman. He's been in double figures a lot more than he hasn't. So I think his consistency for a freshman has been really good. I think he has really developed into a really nice player early on in his career. And this was obviously a huge game with a lot of pressure on it. And I thought he stepped up and did a lot of good things.
Coach, in the first half, 18 of the 27 shots were 3-pointers. Was that something you addressed during halftime? Not to settle?
No, because I thought it went through the post. I thought our efficiency in the first half was tremendous. What did we make? 9 threes in the first half, and we shot 48%. And we got good shots. So our guys make good shots. It's when the ball doesn't touch the paint, then it's a bad shot. And I thought that happened a little bit in the second half. But in the first, that's why Tom had 4 assists. We have to play through Tom. We have to play through the low post. He's that good. He's that talented. And when we do that, we get really good shots. So as long as the ball hits the paint and goes to the post first, I love those kick-out threes because I think those are a lot easier shots than dribble, 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 fire. Those don't go in very often.
You mentioned having to take Aaron out after you guys go up by 11. Obviously, that lead ended up disintegrating pretty quickly. What happened with him on the bench that allowed that lead to get away?
Aaron was on the bench. I mean, I hate to make it simple, but you can look at how many games we played now. I mean, my vision's about gone. So 26 games? Is that, huh? So these records are wrong. Right. So 27 games, and if you look at all 20 of our 7 games, what our plus-minus is when he's on the court versus when he's off the court, you'll be totally amazed at what that is. That's how important he is. That's how good he is. We've said it all along. I think he is, in my mind, Pac-12 Player of the Year is one of 2 guys. It's Aiton or it's Holiday. I think it's that clear-cut now with 2 weeks left to go. Obviously, Aiton is on a team that's leading the league, and I think he's very special, and he's had a special year. But nobody's meant more to their basketball team than what Holiday has meant to us. And it was again tonight when he's on the floor. Look at I bet our plus-minus tonight with him on the floor had to be somewhere between 15 and 20. What did we win by, 7 or 8? And when he went out, we were up 11. So I bet his plus-minus is beyond 15, and that means what our plus-minus is when he was on the bench, it was minus double digits. And that's the way it's been all year, and that's why I play him so much. You know, it doesn't make you a good coach to understand keep Aaron Holiday in the game. I think a lot of coaches could understand keep Holiday in the game, but there wasn't really any secret to it. You could see the other team. They increased their pressure. They increased their traps. We turned the ball over. We didn't get good shots. We didn't defend. That's how important Aaron Holiday is to us.
There was a contested replay with about 5 seconds left in regulation. Were you preparing for offense when you met with your team in the huddle? Did you think
Both.
the ball was coming back?
No, both, because we don't know. So we had already prepared. We prepared first if it's not our ball. We had 5 seconds to defend an OB play, and I thought we defended it really good. So we set our defense for the OB play, and then we had offense what we were going to run full court with 5 seconds to go. So we were prepared either way. I mean, you could, as long as it takes, you could prepare for maybe the first 3 plays in overtime too. So you got a lot of time to sit there and talk to the team about stuff.
Coach, you guys showed great plays down 4 late in the game.
Yeah, and that's a terrific question because I agree with you. I haven't mentioned that. I thought, you know, you look at what's happened to us since Michigan, Stanford on the road. We've really learned a lot of valuable lessons, and the guys have played with great poise. We made our free throws in overtime, but you're right. We're down 4 with 3.5 to go, or maybe 3 minutes to go. So we really have to fight and grind just to get that thing into overtime, and again, have to be careful. Gigi's got 4 fouls. Aaron's got 4 fouls. So it's not like you can get super aggressive if you're Aaron. You got to be smart along the way with that too. And he just did a brilliant job. And so we made shots, we made plays, and we got the stops we needed to get it into overtime. And then we did a terrific job in overtime. So I loved the poise that we played with.